So he said, they don't look up. I said, yes, it's natural, you don't look up. He said, but they don't look up. I went to Dubai 3 years ago, yeah, and we wanted to go to, we want to go to the seaside, right, at a halal time. Brother, there's halal time for the seaside, there's haram time for the seaside, okay? Yeah? So me, my wife, and my kids wanted to find halal time. You know what halal time is? Fajr time. Not Dhuhr time. Tawbah astaghfirullah, yeah? So Fajr time, early in the morning, as soon as it's opening, when it's freezing cold, still, yeah, when those guys are not going to come out, yeah, we were the first ones there at the door to try and get on there. So at least with my wife, full hijab, full whatever dresses, that she's not taking any. Don't get ideas, brothers. Right? So my kids as well. There, no one's on the beach. It's all empty. So we basically, we're going there. And my friend who lives in Dubai says to me, he goes, you've got to watch out for certain people. I said, who? He said, they're banned them now. I said, who are you talking about? He said, there's certain brothers who come from the third world countries, yeah, from the Asian countries, and they used to just come inside, pay their whatever it is, yeah, riyals or something, come inside and they would just sit there and they would just look at the beach from one end to another end, with everything inside. And they'll sit there from morning all the way till evening just looking. Yep. I said, you're talking about, what kind of brothers are you talking about? He's called Muslim brothers. Because they're from countries, they're from a particular country where they never see the women. So they just come morning till evening to see that. I thought, what kind of thing is this? So when we went there, when we got back, as soon as the the people who were coming for the sun, they came, we just disappeared. But we saw some of them there who just wanted to come and just look at those who are not clothed properly. They were coming in and they're trying to find ways to sit down there. And these guys, they've got kurtas on. They've got kurtas on. Some of them have got beards. And you kind of think, and I said to one of them, I said, what are you doing here? He said, "What's kya hai tumhe? Tumhe kya hai? Now what's wrong with you?" My God, these guys, because the thing is, if a person hasn't been exposed, now I'm not saying brothers, after this talk here, I don't want anyone to try and go, oh, Maulana said we better get exposed to all this stuff. Yeah, I wonder what's there. Yeah, one of my teachers said once, he said one of the ways of shaitan is that he says to you, and this is waswasa, he says, nah, that can't be true, I better see it. Nah, oh my God. And then they look, and then the next thing is happening, yeah, they might be taking another thing off, yeah. No, they're not going to do that. No, I better see if they do. So the shaitan is injecting them, yeah. They don't even realize it, and astaghfirullah, but they're still looking, Astaghfirullah, yes, you should say astaghfirullah because you're sinning. You know what astaghfirullah means? It means I seek forgiveness from Allah. When brothers say to sometimes astaghfirullah, it's true, you should say astaghfirullah because you're sinning. You're sinning, the guy's sinning. So it's a way of shaitan getting them. So I'm not saying that you go and get exposed to it. But what I'm saying is, mashallah, the brothers are quite strong in the deen in this country. And I'm not talking about all the brothers. I'm talking about brothers who've actually been exposed to that kind of, street life, way of life outside there, the fitna and so on. Now what I'm saying is, once you come out of that, brothers, once you come out of that, subhanallah, there's one hadith that says there's three things that will give you the sweetness of Iman. One of them is that he will detest to go back into kufr, to go back to the ways of denial. Just the way he will detest to be thrown into fire. If there is a mu'min and a believer who feels like that, I'm not going to go back to this kufr, this way of disbelief, of ungratefulness to Allah, that is when you've got sweetness of Iman inside your heart. So brothers who've got that in your heart, mashallah and alhamdulillah to you. You've got that. Second thing is, if I've come out of this way, and if I've found, or some of us are not going to have fully come out. See, the important thing is to understand is that some of us come out fully, some of us come out halfway, and some of us come out part of the way, and some of us think we've come out, but we haven't come out. Okay? And it's really important to talk about this. Right? Because there's some brothers, you know, somebody says to me, he says, brother, I need a sister, you know, for so and so, yeah, for my brother or whatever. Or a brother says, you know, I need a brother to marry my sister. So I say, what kind of sister, what kind of brother are you looking for? They say, practicing one. They say, I want a practicing brother. I say, yeah. I say, how practicing do you want, brother? What level of practicing do you want? Because you've got so many different levels of practicing. You guys looking at me as if I'm talking some nonsense, yeah? You got brothers or sisters who practicing means that, bruv, I'm going to pray my salah, but I'm going to pray my salah, alhamdulillah, when I can. Alhamdulillah, when I can. So basically the brother's there for Dhuhr. Asr time is a bit busy in the marketplace, whatever. Maghrib is there. Isha, okay, he gets pulled in. Fajr time, brother. Inshallah one day, inshallah. So that's one type of practicing. The guy's basically praying 3 times a day. The sister's praying 3 times a day. Then you've got another practicing, okay, they pray 5 times a day. That's another, mashallah, alhamdulillah, they pray 5 times a day. So sometimes they get up for Fajr, but they make qada if they don't get up, yeah? Sometimes they don't, but they pray 4 other times, bang on, they will pay on time. But the same brother, yeah, you take him on the football field. Yeah, you're having a normal game. He's bearded brother, mashallah, prays in the masjid 5 times a day. Yeah, you're playing football and he's having a game with him, and the brother goes, what the? And it's all that foul language comes out, and he goes, nah, bro, that wasn't fair, man. That wasn't fair, man. And then he basically forget BruvaHood on the field. The guys, you know, like forget slide tackling. This is called stamping. And somebody told me last week, honestly, they went up to this place. I'm not going to give the place, right, because you know, I don't want the brothers to come looking for me, yeah? But they basically said they went from one place of London to another place of London to play football. And it was organised by the masjid. What was it organised by, brothers? The masjid. Okay, the brothers in the masjid got together, they organised it, they went there to play football match, yeah? And this guy was bearded this big, yeah? Okay? He's on the field and he's basically fouling because he just can't take it that somebody from the other team is better than him. Then he starts swearing. They start telling him, brother, you can't do this, yeah? And he's swearing in front of kids as well. And they think, a 7-year-old kid, 9-year-old kid is swearing in front of them as well. And they're saying, please, you know, don't do this. In the end, these other brothers, they said, look, we'd rather leave in peace. Yeah? And then they found out that this brother, those kids are his kids. They're his kids. And he's swearing in front of them. I'm talking about proper foul language. The F word, the C word, yeah, the B word, whatever you want to say, the guy is coming out of his mouth. Now this brother, mashallah, his beard's there. Yeah, his beard is there. He comes to the masjid and he's organized part of the football from the masjid. But he goes outside there, and when he gets on the field, yeah, when he goes on the field and he basically changes from his jubba into his Nike, then he's left his Islam in his jubba, and he's basically got now Mr. Nike. He's going to kick the ball as he wants and he'll kick you as well. And that's another level of practice. But the guy, mashallah, plays 5 times a day. Then you've got others, alhamdulillah, you know, they won't use the foul language. They're praying 5 times a day. The sister's praying 5 times a day. They've got no foul language, whatever. But inside there, they haven't given it all up. Now let me give you an example. In Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's time, now this is very important for us to understand in terms of how practicing we become. It's a very important part of our talk here. It's not just about me going out there and getting other brothers into deen. I've got to look at myself first. Yes, brothers? Yeah, because the one thing I hate is someone comes to you and says, you know, this brother called me to the deen, and then I looked at that brother and I saw him, he was out there, he was clubbing, or he's basically gone with his friends to this place which is not right. And then they move away from the deen. That's worse. See, brother, if you're going to give da'wah, and we all should give da'wah, it's a fard upon us to give da'wah and save the ummah, that's fine. But what we've got to do is at least, okay, I know, I'm not 100%. I'm telling you that right now, okay, I'm not 100%. And you can't be 100% as well, and it's never going to be the case probably that we're all going to become 100%. We're not talking about that. But at least have a level of practicing that is good enough for me not to display any bad character that I've got inside me. Yes? At least we should have that much to try and give da'wah. So, you have the brothers and you have, you know, the sisters. they might have basically come into the deen. But now what happened in the Prophet ﷺ's time is, and before I say this, is mu'min, everybody here is a believer. Everybody is a mu'min. Everyone's a believer. When you said the shahada, you're a believer. Now, your outside shell, your face, your nose, your mouth, your chest, all that, believer. That's fine. The heart yet has to have iman penetrating inside it. Because I'll give you an example. The Bedouins came to the Prophet ﷺ's time. This was Rasulullah ﷺ has been giving da'wah in Medina for about 7 years now. And the Sahabas have been with him for about a good 19 years. 19 to 20 years they've been with him. And they've cleansed themselves. They've cleansed themselves. And suddenly some Bedouins came from outside and they embraced Islam straight away. And once they embraced Islam, they said, Amanna. We have believed. We have believed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Hujurat, the 49th surah of the Quran, verse number 12, He revealed the verse. And it's for me and for you, brothers and sisters, to understand this.
Ya Allah.